Welcome back everyone to your third stimulus check and stimulus package update for today. Today is January 16th. It is a Saturday, and in this video I'd like to cover the current state of the union when it does come to your $2,000 stimulus check, how fast it can come, and what to do if you have not received your $600 stimulus check yet. Well, just like the IRS has said, the first thing that you want to do if you have not received your stimulus check is smash that like button. Be sure that you give the video a big thumbs up, smash the like button, just to help with that YouTube algorithm. YouTube will actually push the video out to more people, so it does support me and my channel, and it does make sure that everyone is in the know about what is going on and privy to the current status of stimulus checks and the next stimulus package. So if it gives you that, I would appreciate that. And we are inching closer and closer every single solitary day. If you'd like to be part of the community to the path of 10,000 subscribers, be sure that you are subscribed. Hit that big red button, the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell as well. That will notify you every single solitary time I do post a brand new video. So yes, Congress had passed the $900 billion stimulus package that included $600 direct payments. And yesterday, January 15th, was the last day that the IRS would have distributed those funds. So the majority of Americans should have received their stimulus checks by yesterday, January 15th. But there's always going to be that miscellaneous group of people who have different anomaly circumstances. And even just from the comments down below of the videos I have been posting, people have been still saying, Logan, where's my stimulus check? I still haven't received my $600 stimulus check. So what do you do if you have not received your check yet? Well, the first key thing that you should do is make sure that you actually qualify for the $600 stimulus check. Ensure that you do meet all of the criteria to receive a $600 stimulus payment. So here are the criteria for you to have been eligible for a $600 stimulus check. This is not going to be the same criteria under the new Biden bill or the American Rescue Plan. In fact, it's quite different in that it will include more people but actually exclude a chunk of people as well. So here it is: individuals who reported an adjusted gross income or AGI of $75,000 or less on their 2019 tax return. Couples filing jointly with an AGI of $150,000 or less, so that is for two people. Taxpayers filing as head of household with an AGI of $112,500 or less. And dependent children 16 and younger. Small error there under this specific report. It's actually 17 and younger for the past stimulus check. Under the CARES Act that was passed back in March, it was actually 16 and younger. So there is that slight difference in that 17 and younger dependents can receive stimulus checks under the most recent bill. And for those who earned more in 2019 than the thresholds under this bill, the check size gradually decreases by $5 for every $100 earned over the maximum threshold. So right off the bat, if you're an individual and you earn six figures, you would not qualify for a stimulus check. If you're an adult dependent, a college student, a senior dependent, even if you're collecting Social Security, as long as you're claimed as a dependent on the people that you live with's tax return, you would not qualify for a stimulus check. But what happens if you do match all this criteria and you still have not received your stimulus check? Well, the first thing that you should do is give it some time, because the final checks that were supposed to be distributed were just distributed yesterday. So give it the next few days to see if you'll see that stimulus check appear in your bank account. The IRS is still dispersing them. Also, if you receive the first stimulus check by mail, whether it be a paper check or a debit card, give the USPS at least another 2 weeks to see if you'll get that debit card or paper check in the mail. Watch out for an IRS envelope. The first check under the CARES Act was much more discreet. It looked like junk mail that people easily threw out. This time around, there are IRS embellishments to this envelope, so that way people didn't mistake it for junk mail. So do look out for that mail check. The next thing that you can do if you still haven't received it is claim it on your 2020 taxes. The IRS had just announced that it would begin processing 2020 tax returns on February 12th. And so if you are due a stimulus check but have not received the money by the time that you file, claim it on your return. Line 30 on the 1040 tax form allows you to let the IRS know that you did not receive your funds. You can claim it on your 2020 tax return. If you're owed money on your 2020 taxes, the IRS will add the stimulus money to the amount that you're due to receive. Now, if you owe money on 2020 taxes, if you actually are indebted, then the IRS will subtract the stimulus money from the amount that you need to pay. For example, if you're due $1,200 in stimulus funds but owe $1,500, the IRS will keep the $1,200 as a payment toward your total tax bill, and then you'll owe $300. So what are the current state of affairs in regards to the third stimulus check? We're halfway through January, and now there's just a handful of days left in the Trump administration. Biden will be taking office in just a few days, and he has already planned a ton of executive orders. And as part of Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus package, a $1,400 stimulus check will be included. Now, it's not the $2,000 that everyone hoped for, but when you combine it with the $600 that was sent out earlier this month, it does make $2,000. And now that Democrats do control the Senate after the Georgia runoff races, it does have a good chance at passage. But because of all these Democratic priorities that are also included, it may take more time to pass the Congress. The checks are part of a complex and layered plan that also includes raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour, expanding paid leave for workers, increasing tax credits for families with children, and of course those stimulus checks. So analysts have noted that perhaps if the Democrats were to focus solely on a one-off bill, only including stimulus checks, that could pass much more quickly, because something that's worth nearly $2 trillion could take days, if not weeks, of discussion and debate. But once approved and the bill is passed, the U.S. Department of the Treasury could distribute stimulus checks within a matter of days. They have substantially improved the process and system since the first stimulus check of $1,200 all the way to the $600 stimulus check that was just recently passed. The system has gotten much more smoother. But there is still some concern that the impeachment proceedings against the outgoing president could delay the process, as the Senate is expected to take up the trial of Donald Trump shortly after Biden does take office. Now, whether it does create a distraction in the stimulus process does remain to be seen, but regardless, Biden has a lot of work to get done. So according to experts and scholars, if everything does go steadily and as planned, the earliest that money could start flowing and stimulus checks could be distributed might be mid to late February. Biden's proposal will be shifted to the Congress, where it might change substantially as Democratic leaders do turn it into a bill. Congress will decide whether or not they want to use a special legislative process called reconciliation. What this means is it would only require a simple majority of votes to pass the Senate and eliminate the need for any Republican support, but it would limit the provisions that could be included. Also, reconciliation would only be used sparingly each year, so they can't use it for every single bill that Democrats want to get through. Otherwise, the Democrats would basically control America. And another factor that could determine the path and the speed at which lawmakers do act is the health of the economy at that time. For instance, in early February, if the nation's jobs report shows a continued deterioration of the labor market, Congress might be spurred to act more swiftly and approve more assistance. Either way, we do know for a fact that the bill has a much easier chance of passing the House, where Democrats still hold a majority, albeit a slimmer majority, because in May, a $3 trillion stimulus bill passed easily in the House, and that contained a number of similar measures. The Senate is where multiple hurdles might lie. The Democrats have a much slimmer, narrower majority in there. The New York Senator Chuck Schumer is expected to overtake Mitch McConnell's position as the new Senate Majority Leader, but it is still 50-50 with Kamala Harris breaking the tie. As we do move forward and closer to Inauguration Day, ideally we will hear from more lawmakers in the Senate and the House of Representatives on their position and stance on the new stimulus bill, and that will give us a much better picture of where it stands. More updates and developments are coming soon. If you did enjoy this video, if you did get value out of it, go ahead and smash that like button, give the video a big thumbs up. And if you want to be part of the big 10,000 subscriber special, where we'll be doing something quite special, we're going to be doing some sort of a giveaway, something to give back to the community, give back to the fans. You want to be part of it, hit that big red button, the subscribe button, also with the notification bell as well. I do look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.